Less than 24 hours remain until Attorney General William Barr will release a redacted version of the special counsel's report. Now, joining me this morning to talk about the highly anticipated report is Dr. Lee Hanna, political science professor for Wright State University. And there's so much mystery surrounding this report for the last 2 years. We're finally going to get a look at it. Now, we're hearing it's around 400 pages. What can we expect from what's inside?
Sure. So yes, 23 months of work by this investigative team, over 500 search warrants that we're going to learn quite a bit more about. And so tomorrow morning, the Department of Justice will post this 400-page document on their webpage. There may be huge sections that are blacked out with, with marker, but from there you'll have both politicians and the press really scouring for just different details about, specific events. Some of these will not come as a surprise. We've already heard inklings of these in the Washington Post or the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times, but there may be some brand new stories that never leaked that, will become, fodder for the next few days of attention.
Now, a major part of this report is testimony from White House officials. What do you think we'll learn from that?
Yeah, so in particular, I believe that some in the White House are worried about Don McGahn, who spent over 30 hours with investigators. And, you would think in some ways that the White House would have kind of come together and they have a PR plan kind of going forward. And, already kind of looking at President Trump's tweets in the last few days, this idea of a witch hunt will continue to kind of be pushed forward. But, the difference now is that rather than a 4-page summary of the events, there are 400 pages that, within that there could be some details that are either embarrassing or, verge on criminal that will, lead to a whole new fury of attention. So, yeah.
Now, the summary, the president walked away feeling vindicated. Do you think he'll still walk away vindicated after seeing the 400-page report?
That's going to be really hard to know, and I think even with that early vindication, it wasn't enough for most of his opponents. Most Democrats did not think that was enough. So I believe we will still see this in the kind of typical polarized format where Democrats will have one talking point, Republicans will have another, and I think what you'll have to watch are those kind of moderates in the middle. How do they judge this latest report? Are they ready to move on and say that the Mueller report has kind of cleared the president of the worst, or will you see kind of new energy to investigate something else that comes out of this?
A lot still to be seen. Thank you so much, Dr. Lee Hanna, for joining us this morning. Great.